I'm going to show you how to assemble IKEA Platsa Wardrobe. This is modular system from IKEA. In this case we have a 3 bottom and a 3 top frames, plenty doors and the drawers here, and in the part 1 Platsa frame assembly we're gonna do the bottom and the top frame and we're gonna join them together. We're gonna have 6 frames in total. And in part 2 we're gonna do the drawers, hanging grills, doors and all the interiors. Gonna show you how to do them fast as there's too many doors here. And in the part 3 we're gonna join the frames together. We're gonna do it slightly different way. I'm gonna show you my way, how I like to have this done. In a part 4 we're gonna secure the whole unit on the wall. Show you how to do that right. After we're gonna put the doors back and we're gonna adjust the doors. Let's start with the part 1. So you're gonna use those tools, one small, one big screwdriver. Not gonna need them in this part, but you're gonna need them later on. And we have 2 boxes, so you're gonna have one big, one small frame. So this is what you're getting in the box. This is the bigger frame. We're gonna have 2 side panels, bottom and a top panel, back panel, and a few screws in the box. In the extension part, in the smaller frame, which is coming under the first one, you're gonna have a instruction manual, which you not need if you're gonna follow this video here. Top and bottom panel and the side panels with the back panel. Screws for all the fittings. I would recommend to put the cardboard on the floor if you don't have a carpet, to don't scratch your floor while you assembling your furniture. And we're gonna start with the side panel. That's the bigger panel here. This is the bottom unit, so this is the holes. You're gonna have to have them up, and the other bottom or top panel exactly the same. The holes gonna be positioned up. Here you don't see on the smaller panel there is the metal holes on one side, so that's gonna be on the outer side. Here we're gonna place the top panel or bottom panel to the side panel. There is 3 holes and the hole is bigger on one side, so we're gonna go through that part and just place it all in. Once you don't have any gap between the panels, you're gonna have a gap at the bottom and the top going slightly over the gap, so you're gonna have to push it all down, and that's how you secure the panel in. You see there's this metal hole there. They should be on the outer side because we're gonna join the units together through those holes, so make sure they're on the outer side. Here exactly the same. We have the gap here, and that's gonna be the top part. Put it down and place the dividing panel to the hole in the bigger opening of the hole in the side panel. Just place it in, all 3 of them. You see the gap in the hole on the top is slightly bigger, so that's where we're gonna have to go and place it in. It's slightly different system from IKEA PLATSA wardrobes, where you're working with the screws. Here, once you have no gap, you just tap the panel down into the bottom part of the hole in the side panel, and that's how it is secured. Okay, it's important you push the panel down, otherwise you're not going to be able to put the back panel. Okay, the holes at the back, you see the metal holes on the outer side, and the holes have to be on the top at the back. That's how you're going to secure the back panel in. And here exactly the same. Place it in a bigger opening of the hole in the side panel. On all 3 holes, just tap it in and push it all down. You don't need to use hammer for this, it's going quite easily. Just press it on the panel, and there it is. You see the gap is nicely open for the back panel to come in. And exactly the same on the other side. All 4 sides, the gap is open for the back panel to come in. Now we're gonna put the back panel. This is the one, and you have 2 holes on one side, the 2 bigger holes. That's gonna be the top part, and the white part's coming at on the inner side, and the raw part is on the top. So at this point you can still put the panel either side, because you can do bottom or top on either side at the moment. Just bear in mind where is the holes, that's the top part. So just place it in between the gaps. Here, if you have a second person, would be useful. If not, you see you can do it on your own. Just find the gaps on the both sides and place the panel in. It's going quite easily here. Only at the end is gonna stuck before the top panel of bottom panel, so just get to the other side, don't go all the way back, get to the other side, put the finger in, lift it up and slide it over the edge. Make sure the frame is in the right position at the moment. That means it's 90 degrees in each corner, so when you look at the holes on the back panel should line up now with the holes in the panels. If you want to make sure you're in the right position, measure from corner to corner with the meter and you should get exactly the same number. Now we're gonna have those plastics. This is the new way how to secure the back. If you have the PLATSA wardrobes, we used to securing the back there with the nails here. You just put those thicker part of this plastic in. It look kind of like a wall plug. It has two parts. Just place it in the thicker part. It's going quite easy. You can do this with the finger, but I find it sometimes just tap it with the hammer slightly. Just make sure you all the way in. And here the second part, this is the slimmer part, just securing the plastic in. Just place that in with the finger. It should be fine. If it goes hard, you can use hammer, but don't go too crazy on that. Exactly the same here. So you place that in, kind of stretch the plug inside, and that's how we secure the back panel. Here we have the legs. The leg gonna have two parts, one plastic, one metal, and the metal part have the round part, so that's gonna be on the top. So that's how you place that in first. So you can adjust those legs. If you decide to have different ones, we have just the basic one. You can have different ones. You see the white ones there, wooden one, and I think they have some other options as well. I'm not sure, but you can change the legs the way you like it. I think they have more options for that. So the legs gonna go on that side, and here we have the host, so that's gonna be the top part of the wardrobe. Here we have two plastics which we're gonna secure the wardrobe to the wall through those, and you got a spacer there, so you can screw that on the top. I'm gonna explain you how and why the spacer is there. Okay, here, place it in. Don't need any screws, nothing, just place it with the fingers and put the spacer on the top. You have it there because in this case, you see we have the skirting boards here. Once you put the wardrobe there, the spacer just basically gonna give you the space between the skirting board and the wall, so you're gonna have nice equal gap. You see it's roughly about thickness of my finger. Put the spacer in there, you're gonna have nice equal gap. If you go without a skirting board, you can just you just don't put the spacer in there, and the wardrobe gonna line up nicely from the bottom to the top. So exactly the same on the other side. Just place the plastic in and put the spacer on if you have a skirting board. Here we can place the legs, and those legs are adjustable, so it's a good thing if you need to lean the wardrobe towards the wall or adjust slightly the height of the wardrobe, so you can adjust the legs once you position the frame in place where you want it. Sometimes the wardrobe's leaning out from the wall, so that's a good thing. You can lean the wardrobes to the wall nicely. If you're not securing the wall, these wardrobes to the wall, which I would suggest to secure it, as the door can be heavy and collapse on someone. So secure your wardrobes to the wall. See the spacer here? Once I put that in, the gap is kind of slightly smaller on the top than at the bottom, so you just can open the spacer slightly out. It all depends how thick is your skirting board, so you can adjust equally, and you adjust equally on both sides. And same on the extending part, which I'm gonna show you how to do it in a moment. This is the top part. It's gonna be smaller. You got exactly the same bottom and the top part, the holes, the metal holes on outer side, and this is the side panels. Those are small, but exactly the same with the 3 holes as on the big one. The gap is on the top, and the 4 metal holes on the outer side, and the holes on the dividing panel on the top as well. Exactly the same as the big panel, just tap it in all into the holes. You see the top holes for the back panel gonna be on the top side, and we can secure it. The side panel, the gap is at the back as well. Just place it in a bigger opening, all 3 holes, and secure it in. Once you're in, you're gonna see there is no gap at the bottom, and the gap on the top is nicely open. There it is, the top nicely open, so you can come in with the back panel without a problem. And exactly the same on the other side. Just place the side panel in on all 3 holes on each side and tap it all in. See, if you just press it on it, it goes nicely down. Here exactly the same, the back panel here is wide on both sides, so we have the holes, that's gonna be the top part, and the gap is on the top. Just slide it in. It is easier because you don't need that much space as on the bigger one. Just slide it in. So it's coming nicely to the gaps all the way in. That's it. Lift it up at the end, exactly the same like with the bigger one, and close the gap. There it is, and we secure it with we get exactly the same plastics as on the big one. Here is all the fittings, everything you need. You got few extra screws. You got few extra screws there. I'm gonna show you what for it is in a moment. Here exactly the same as on the big one. We place the first part of the plug in, thicker one, in all 4 holes. You got 4 holes on each side, and place the slimmer one after that, securing the plug. Basically extend the plug inside and secure the back panel this way. I think it's good system. It's holding quite nicely there. Instead of the nails like on a PAX wardrobe, you have to beat them in, and sometimes you come from inner or outer side out if you're not careful enough. Here we got those 2 plastics exactly the same as on the bigger one for the wall fixing. Okay, here we have those different screws. You're gonna have this one with the bigger opening on one side, so the bigger opening is on the outer side, so the smaller one coming in, and it's coming on to the outer holes on the bottom and the top panels. See, that's why we put the bottom and the top panel with those metal holes on outer side, because we're gonna secure the unit with the bottom unit together through those 4 holes, which is very good. This is actually quite nice connection. It's nice and steady, and you can rely on this connection. We got 4 long screws which they're gonna go through under the big panel to those holes which we just put the screws in. You see the plastics coming on the top side. There it is. That's gonna be the wall fixing. If you like to fix it right on the top, in our case we're gonna go just through the big frames. Put the top frame on nicely. Make sure you're lining up in all corners and on the sides. One side, the other side. See, nice on the side, at the back, all good. Once you're happy, you can place the screws. Don't secure them completely in, just place them in and find the grip on each. So you got 4, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. So just find the grip, place them in, and once you're in with all of them and they coming in nicely, you can secure them after. It's easier this way. If you put one in and secure it completely in, you sometimes have a problem to secure other 2 or 3. So like this, you still have some option to move it slightly around. You see, check if all the corners are fine. Once you're happy, you can secure them all in. It's a nice connection. I'm really pleased how they did this one. Finally they find some good method how to do this. That's how it looks like, bottom and a top frame, and we're gonna have six in total. We're gonna have 3 big ones and 3 small frames here. You see nice gaps on the sides. If you have more frames, make sure that you do this right, so you have if you have more frames, they're lining up nicely on the side and at the front, and you're not gonna have any funny gaps between them. We're gonna have 3 bottom and 3 top frames here, so it's gonna be 6 units in total. And in the part 2 I will show you how to do the drawers, hanging rail, how to put the doors, to put the hinges on the all doors, how to speed up this process. Thank you for watching, have a fantastic day, and see you in the part 2.